Donald Trump got a little bit of karmic justice today because his beloved border wall has been torn apart by heavy rains down at the US-Mexico border. Here's just one picture of how damaged the wall has been by these heavy rains down at the border. And why this matters is that Donald Trump built his entire legacy on this wall. Because remember, he achieved basically nothing during his 4 years in office. The only things he achieved, besides being a monster, was giving rich people tax cuts and putting a lot of right-wing judges on the courts. Other than that, it was basically his wall being his monumental achievement. And we know the wall was always BS. And we know, we've covered it, that the wall could be defeated with like $30 ladders that people would just use to climb over the wall. But now even the physical structure is failing right before our eyes. The Romans and Greeks built walls that lasted 2,000-3,000 years, and Donald Trump's wall doesn't even last a year. And why this is happening is because Trump rushed the project and he was a cheap SOB. Note it here. It says, Mexico did not in fact pay for the wall, which led former President Trump to declare a national emergency so he could funnel money from other federal projects and programs to build the wall. Nor was the wall inexpensive, costing the public billions in cost overruns. It was, however, chinsily built. It was built cheaply. In the rush to build the wall, Trump sidelined environmental and cultural protection laws. Those laws are meant to protect the natural world and historically significant artifacts and sites. But they also serve the purpose of ensuring multi-billion-dollar construction projects don't face catastrophic failures within a few years of being built. And so what they're saying is Donald Trump, yeah, he spent a lot of money on it. He spent a lot of taxpayer money on it, more accurately, but he rushed the project and he cut all the red tape, so much so that the wall was built in a way that not only damaged the natural and cultural and human surroundings, but put the wall in a position where it would be damaged. So even if you support the wall, I don't support the wall, but even if you watching this do support the wall, Donald Trump built it in such a way that ignored the experts who could tell him, if you build it like this, where you're building it, it will be destroyed by weather sooner or later, and then it was. So this is just the perfect metaphor of the Trump administration, of the Trump ideology. It's all about image, it's all about bravado, it's all about glitz and glamour, but then when you actually have to do the work and provide something of substance, it literally and figuratively crumbles before your eyes. But let's not lose track here. The problem really isn't that the wall was poorly built. The problem is that Trump wanted to use a wall to solve what is a human problem. And the real problem down at the southern US border, and Democrats need to do better as well, is that the United States has destabilized Latin America for more than half a century now, for basically a whole century, destabilizing democratically elected governments, causing climate change, and all those sorts of things. If the US wants to stop the border crisis, they don't need to build a wall, they need to build a better hemisphere for everyone, including non-Americans. Don't forget that in this moment. Everyone, Democrat, Republican, they need to do better on this. The border wall is not a solution, even if it's built perfectly.